Hey, what's up guys? Paul Wolff. We're back here in the Wolff Racing shop. Just got back from Pennsylvania. Had an awesome weekend up there at Rausch Creek.
Good morning and welcome to the 2025 Rausch Creek Rumble here in Pine Grove, Pennsylvania for round number 1 in the Eastern Series.
Great place, really rough terrain, super gnarly rock sections. We'll get into that in just a second. We took the Maverick R up there. We were unable to take the 4400 car. We just didn't have time to get the motor back in it and get it tuned. And we didn't want to risk hurting another engine in the car. So we just had to call it on the 4400 and just stick with the UTV.
All right, Paul, give me a little something. What's going on?
We're getting ready to go pre-run here at Rausch Creek. Got the Maverick R, kind of first regional race, first East Coast race with it. So trying to get out here right now to get some information on just the shock setup and how the car is going to act and respond. Everything's new right now. So we're setting new ride height, new everything, new spring package, new shock package. So we got a lot of learning to do. Coming from the X3, this was a lot easier. I knew a lot about them. I knew what the car liked. I knew what I liked in the car. So we're just trying to get back caught up and get in front of the 8-ball right now. So let's get to work.
How is it out there? Now you've had a taste of Rausch Creek.
It's a lot of lefts and rights, like a lot of lefts and rights.
What's
They're just trying to turn me around backwards everywhere. So that's my gist. That's all I got.
That's all I got.
We ran the Maverick R back to back, so we ran open UTV and we ran Pro Mod UTV in the same exact car, same setup. We come out, we'll just get right on into it. We got out there and we went to qualify Friday morning, qualified 1 and 1. We had this wicked rock section. You had to come into the woods. It was like a off-cambered, downhill, left turn, big holes you had to watch. So it looks like we're going really slow probably on camera, and we are, because if you're off by 6-8 inches, there's holes that will swallow a 35-inch tire, and then the car will get bound up in there, can break front-end component parts, you know, A-arms, the axles, the tires, just a lot of risk there. So we were being very methodical, dropping through that, and then you take off, and you're not done there. You got just repetitive rocks, and that's just in the qualifiers. So you go through all this stuff to qualify, come all the way around back to the start-finish line. About a 4-minute qualifier is what we were looking for. We were right in that range.
How are we doing this morning, Chris? How's everything going?
Fantastic up here. A little climate change. Should have been here in the summertime, but you know, it's beautiful fall or winter, whatever we got here. Cars are doing great. It's nasty, muddy, dark, coal mine mud, I guess you would call it. We're gonna go out here. We're had a decent qualifying lap. Well, it was slow through the water hose, but it's okay. Trying to stay dry. We have a good day racing. Still lonesome not having the big car here, but we'll be all right. We got a surprise up our sleeves for a big car. So.
Well, tell me about your qualifying road, Paul.
All right, what's up, guys? I guess we gotta get my hands out of my pockets.
Yeah, I look a little.
It was completely dry out there. There was no mud. I mean, I didn't even get dirty at all. I don't know. Okay, I might have a little bit.
Yeah. We'll seat you from the waist up.
So the theory is if you go real fast, you won't get wet.
Yeah.
It works. I mean, I'm clean. I don't know what everybody else is complaining about. I have no idea. No, we ended up good. I think we qualified 1-1. Car held up great. We just went through it, double checked everything. Everything seems to be in really good shape on it. We're gonna go. It's really a game of nutrition, and I don't know what we're gonna do yet. I think we're gonna run easy the first lap and then see where we're at and possibly pick it up for the second lap. There's some fast guys out here. I know I qualified first, but that ain't qualifying's not winning the race. Qualifying's qualifying. So, but we did pick up them 7 points. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your co-driver. Where's Scott?
Where is Farley?
Where is Farley? He's missing, but we could break the news, I guess, since he's not here.
Yeah. So Farley is co-riding with me. He rode with me in the qualifier. I think he enjoyed it. I don't know. Doesn't have a choice no more.
We'll get his take next. Mr. Farley, how is it riding with Paul Wolff?
It's definitely a different experience. Never co-driven or really rode in a UTV that's fast at all. So jumping in the car for the first time, I was definitely. I was seeing some things, and I was just like, oh god! But this car never hits anything, so it was pretty amazing to go from a solid axle car into something like this that could just glide over everything, jump off the top of ledges, and land at the bottom on stuff that would not end so well in other cars. So.
All right, man. Well, bring us home a win today for us.
That's the plan.
All righty.
So flip on over, coming into race. We have the car ready to go. We go to race, we line up, we're ready to send it. Take off in the first round, and again, we have to go to that same rock section that we qualified in, go through it, we come out of it, and then they turn us, get a couple little open fields there where we get to open the car up a little bit, and then immediately back into some nasty rocks. And the rocks aren't ginormous there. They're not, like I wouldn't say, 8 foot, 9 foot tall. But they're big enough. They're about the size of the Maverick R. They're big enough that you can't mess up. You get in there, you get in a bad position. You can easily get the car bound up and tear up a lot of suspension components, axles, things of that nature. So it's very methodical rock crawling, which is really cool because it's just a different type of racing. It's a lot less mile per hour, but it has a lot of consequences if you make mistakes. So it was really neat to get into that type of racing. Really neat that the tires hooked as good as they do on this car. Them Nittos really hook up awesome. Same thing with Alltech in their suspension. This is the first time we ran this suspension setup from Wayne at Alltech. And this is kind of we call it the East Coast setup. And we got them all dialed in. Worked really good. We did have to do some tweaks during pre-running and get them a little better than what they were. Called Wayne. Wayne told us kind of what to do, gave us good directions on what to do, and we had an awesome car for the race. I had Farley riding with me. A huge shout out to him. He was navigating on the lead nav. Had a lot of switchbacks, a lot of turns, a lot of blind turns, things you couldn't really see. So it was awesome to have him in the passenger seat navigating. Did a phenomenal job, and it was really cool, and I'm really excited. You guys will get to see some of this footage of the rocks and stuff we got to go through. My media guy, Dylan, killed it as always. Did an awesome job. So he's going to splice some content of the rock crawling in here, and you get to see what these Maverick R's are made of. Awesome car. Definitely have some more work to do with it. I don't think we're getting full 100% out of the motor transmission combination in it just yet, in the shifting, but we're working on it. We had a few hiccups with it, but again, we were able to take home that first place, so that's what counts. And the car does awesome in the chatter rock, by the way. It's a monster in the chatter rock. It really floats across. It reminds me a lot of my 4400. So it was a cool car. Thank you to Can-Am. Of course, thank you to the Badlands. Them guys do awesome. They actually helped Dylan out quite a bit with that Defender, letting him get around and get some of these cool shots you guys are going to see. So awesome job. Fan?
Your trans, maybe not.
What?
I can't see. I can't get down there, but maybe the trans fan underneath.
Yep, we done that same shit before.
You're missing a fan blade. Probably rocking the fan.
Yeah, got a pillow cover on and guy.
I'm not sticking my clean arm in there with my one only good arm. Sorry.
Ain't nothing to do about it.
Yeah, we broke 2 or 3 of them.
Wait, this one right here, Paul. Oh, really?
Turbo one.
Oh, wow.
One thing to drive the wheels off it.
Yeah, good job. Yeah. Sweet.
Well, good job.
What do you think, Paul?
I made 2 mess ups at the beginning.
What's up, guys? Paul Wolff. We're back here from PA with the 4400 recap. Yeah, we did take the 4400. No, I just wanted to take this time to give a huge shout out to the Bleilers. They did something that they didn't have to do for me at all, and I want to explain kind of what happened and what they did. So we went up there. We couldn't get the motor for the 44, as I stated several times. I was talking to people. I was trying to find anything. I needed to find a 4400 truck that I could drive through the starting line, and that way I can get starting points, so it allows me to run the Joker race at the end of the year. So what we do is we have 4 East races, and the way it works is you take your 3 best races of the 4, but you have to start all 4. So what we did is we knew we had to start, and Bleilers had one of their Hammers trucks still in the shop. They actually put a fuel pump in it just so I could drive it to the start line. It still needed to be prepped, and it's Rusty's favorite 4400 truck. It's his baby. It only goes to Hammers and races in the desert. So he brought it to me, allowed me to drive through the starting line, actually fixed it just so I could drive it to the starting line. And that was very nice of them guys, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you to Josh, Rusty, the whole crew at Big V. They are awesome people, and they helped me out. So I really appreciate what they did. And that kind of tells everybody what we were doing and why we did that. And again, we could have done it in something else, but it has to be 4400 legal. So like people that are like, oh, take your UTV. Well, it's not legal. We're not allowed to. And if I break the rules, that doesn't set a good precedence for the rest of the series. So the way I see it is the rules apply to everybody the same, regardless of what you're doing. So you have to abide by them. Sometimes they're aggravating, but it is what it is. And when you got cool people like the Bleilers, they make it easy for you. So thank you, guys.